today's news.
Another California mass shooting.
This is a devastating tragedy for this community.
Senate probes Ticketmaster.
This is an opportunity to hear how this all got so messed up.
Oscar nominations.
You may only see a pile of receipts. That's his story.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. 7 people dead after shootings in 2 places in Half Moon Bay, California. CBS's Carter Evans says a suspect is in custody.
With guns in hand, deputies close in on the 67-year-old shooting suspect. Seconds later, they've got him on the ground, hands cuffed.
They had their guns drawn, but then he got out of the car, and eventually he was taken down to the ground by them.
The arrest comes just hours after investigators say he gunned down 8 people, killing 7.
It was in the afternoon when kids were out of school. For children to witness this is unspeakable.
It happened in the coastal community of Half Moon Bay. The gunman allegedly went to a mushroom farm and opened fire. There, officers say he shot 5 people, killing 4 of them. He then drove less than 10 minutes away to another farm where the sheriff says he shot and killed 3 more people.
We are working at trying to gather more information to figure out what the connection was.
The shooter is believed to be an employee at one of the farms, and for now, authorities say he's cooperating.
This all follows what happened over the weekend at a dance studio in Monterey Park, California. 11 died in the mass shooting there. CBS's David Begnaud.
Coming face-to-face with an armed gunman, 26-year-old Brandon Say jumped into action. He wrestled the gun away from the shooter, who police say had just killed 11 people and injured at least 10 others.
I realized in a moment that I needed to do something.
Meanwhile, police searched the suspect's home in the hours after police say he took his own life. The motive remains a mystery.
He has a limited criminal history with an arrest in 1990 for an unlawful possession of a firearm.
Records show that the suspect visited the Hemet police station twice this month, alleging fraud, theft, and poisoning involving his family more than a decade ago. Pat Roth was his neighbor.
You just don't know who's who and what's what. He didn't strike me as having an angry bone in his body.
Correspondent Adriana Diaz has more on the shooting in Des Moines, Iowa that left 2 teenagers dead at an alternative high school created to keep kids out of trouble.
Several shots fired.
The calls for help came in shortly before 1 p.m.
3 that were shot, 2 are possibly deceased.
Police started CPR on 2 teenage boys when they arrived at the Des Moines outreach program called Starts Right Here. An 18-year-old and a 16-year-old both died at the hospital. The program's founder, 49-year-old Will Holmes, is in serious condition. According to police, 18-year-old Preston Walls brought a 9mm handgun with an extended ammunition magazine into the program. When Holmes allegedly tried to escort Walls out, police said Walls pulled the handgun and began to shoot both teenage victims.
1 person was killed, 7 others hurt in a gas station shooting in Oakland, California. No arrests. In Chicago, 2 people were killed when gunmen forced their way into an apartment. 3 others in critical condition. 4 people are being sought. 24 days into the new year, there have already been 39 mass shootings in this country. The Gun Violence Archive says that's a pace that would break last year's total of 647. The CEO of Ticketmaster's parent company will tell a Senate committee today it learned valuable lessons and could have done better in the Taylor Swift ticket sale meltdown last year. Minnesota Democrat Amy Klobuchar.
In most competitive markets, if you mess up like that, people decide to fly in a different airline, or they decide they're going to go to a different store. They don't have just one choice. With Ticketmaster, because they're a monopoly, for most concerts, there is just one choice.
Ticketmaster blames record bot traffic for tying up the system and wants reforms to target bots and scalpers. A big morning in Hollywood. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez says Oscar nominations are just out.
Mrs. Wang, are you with us? I am paying attention.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.